Hi guys, how are you all? I hope everyone is doing great. Welcome to Mechanical Training World. If you are new to my channel, please subscribe my channel and click on the bell icon. So if I upload any new videos, you will directly get in YouTube notification. If you like my video, share to your friends so they will also get benefited. Let's get into the topic guys. So this is the seventh lecture of ASME BPVC Section 8 Division 1 code. In this session, we will discuss about UG11, that is prefabricated and preformed pressure parts. So what are these prefabricated and preformed parts? Anybody can give examples in the comment box before listening this answer. So the answer is descents, flanges, fittings are the examples of these prefabricated and preformed parts, guys. So how this UG11 came into picture? Let's see. For example, if we are the pressure vessel manufacturer, so we need to manufacture the pressure vessel, correct? So it is difficult to manufacture every part in the pressure vessel. So that's why some of the items we will procure from outside vendors. So we might procure some standard parts or non-standard parts. So how to control the quality of that parts? If we manufacture a part, we can control that quality according to ASME BPVC Section 8 Division 1. But we are procuring some standard parts or non-standard parts from outside, so which are manufactured by some other persons. So how to control the quality of that products? Because finally we are the responsible person for the full job. All the answers for these questions given in this UG11. Now I hope you understand why this UG11 came into picture. The UG11 gives the statement that parts provided under the following provisions do not need to be manufactured by the certificate holder. So what are the following provisions provided? So that parts need not to be manufactured by certificate holder. So let's see what are the parts. First one is cast, forged, rolled or die formed non-standard pressure parts. So examples of these kind of parts are forged shell, formed dishes, pipe coils, etc. These parts can be fabricated either by vendor or vessel manufacturer. For example, if you want to roll a plate, but we don't have any rolling equipment in our industry, so we shall give to our outside vendors. The code has no problem by giving outside vendors, but vessel manufacturer is responsible for meeting the requirements as per the code. We are the responsible person. Pressure vessel manufacturer is the responsible person. Okay, and vessel manufacturer take responsible for quality assurance at final stage. So these points we need to remember, guys. So I hope you understand the first section. And next one is cast, forged, roll, or die formed standard pressure parts that comply with an ASME product standard, either welded or non-welded. This clause says that the parts comply with ASME standard are not necessary to design again. So some of the parts like flanges, pipe fittings are already manufactured based on pressure temperature ratings as per code ASME B16 and ASME B16.7. So there is no need to design these type of components again. So this is time waste process. So that's why we directly bought from outside vendors. Okay, I hope you understand this second point. For outsourcing part, if post-weld heat treatment is required, if post-weld heat treatment is required, we need to perform that post-weld heat treatment or NDE methods as per code requirements. Okay, and we need to provide certification mark as well. The manufacturer of completed vessel shall ensure that all the standard parts comply with applicable rules of this division need to provide document which contains materials used and the pressure temperature ratings of these parts. Next one is cast, forged, rolled or die formed standard pressure parts that comply with a standard other than the ASME product standard, either welded or non-welded. This clause says that if the part is not a ASME standard, either welded or not welded, may be supplied by a certificate holder or pressure part manufacturer. Finally, the code requirements must be met by the manufacturer who is responsible for the full job. The supplier is not accountable for ensuring that the code requirements met or not. Only the pressure vessel manufacturer is the responsible for the full job. So I hope you understand this UG11 sec clause. Uh, Thank you guys. Please subscribe my channel.